And here we go. We're counting it down in 3, 2, 1, go!
And our players off here. Another international battle. Frank's actually in Japan. If my data is correct. Leviticus already off with an early misdrop. That's you cannot do things like that when you're playing against Frank.
Yeah, it looked like it might have been an unfortunate place to put some pieces. He might not have had a good spot to put those anywhere, but he's making a good recovery. Still has to deal with some red garbage right now in the middle, but he's going to be.
And he's got himself a big well, John, and it's mostly just surrounded by blue, no matter where you're looking.
Yeah, it's going to be a difficult board because, as we know, blue is quite scarce in this game. So hopefully Leviticus manages to just bring it down a little bit, open up that right side as well, and yeah, hopefully he's not going to be stuck here too much.
Leviticus is doing a great job just getting a bunch of instant doubles. Meanwhile, Frank's at 24. Leviticus holding a lead at 16 as Frank is struggling with a very sandwiched board, Ethan.
Yeah, it looks pretty tight right now. He has to deal with a little bit of garbage there in column 3, but he's gonna eventually get that recovered and gets it all cleared up. Yeah, it looks like his endgame situation is going to be a lot of combinations with blue. That looks like that's going to be what he's setting up towards. Leviticus, though, had a great drill in column 2. Pretty much cleared up the left side of the board. Just needs to get a couple more pieces. There we go. The left side is completely clear. Now he's going to have to start working on that top on that top right, and that's just nothing but yellow. Looks like he's setting up for a T. Just waiting for that one piece to come up. There it goes.
Gets that sweet T, and he is down to single digits. However, Frank's cleaned his board up, and he's now down into single digits. So he's managed to recover from that bit of a struggle. And Leviticus with that horizontal clear kind of canceled out the horizontal setup for that blue he had in row 3. Meanwhile, we have at the 2-minute mark, Frank has taken the lead. It looks like he will be out first as he's out at 2:07. John, Leviticus struggling to get out of 2.
Yeah,
10 rather.
Yeah, Leviticus couldn't get out fast because, well, his endgame there was a little bit sloppy on the right side, but really it's been more a game of the RNG, just bringing him to this point where he gets out at 229 from level 10.
And he's going to open immediately with a quad to keep that margin close as he's at 44 to go, 42 for Frank here as we hit the 3-minute mark. Ethan, both these players putting together some pretty good runs so far.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good for both players. I like this setup for Leviticus. If he gets a blue-red, he can get a horizontal clear, and that should be a really good setup. Okay, he's just going to sacrifice that. That's fine. But he can get another horizontal. That's going to get into a double. A nice combination there from Leviticus.
A nice drop combo there, as it is 23 viruses as Leviticus is steaming through level 11, John.
Yeah, once again, Leviticus taking the early lead, and I think this level is much better because he has lots of chances for doubles. So Leviticus should be getting out of here pretty soon. Meanwhile, Frank just, not getting the right pills. A lot of yellow, which he cannot use really on his board right now.
And Leviticus has a pretty decently diverse top line right now. A little bit yellow heavy, but with these double yellows coming in, that's going to fix that situation. Leviticus down to one final blue virus, so really hoping for some yellow and red support. Meanwhile, on Frank's board, Frank's got a huge stack over on his right side. Really needs some red support. He's starting to get it, but also needs access to yellow, and his access is incredibly limited.
Yeah, he had a double yellow piece there. He didn't go for the horizontal clear there in that 4th row. Looks like he's just trying to go down for a vertical play. He's starting to do a drill down here, so that's things are starting to go in the right direction for Frank.
Meanwhile, Leviticus is looking like he's going to set up clearing out column 8 so he can get a red just to drop for that horizontal clear, and really has played a fantastic 11. He's out at 428, so holding a pretty sizable lead over the 1 seed.
Yeah, I think Frank had a way to open up his board earlier, but he probably missed it, and he had to deal with a lot of garbage. Which right now, I mean, he's only waiting for one blue to trigger a combo on that right side and have almost everything gone, but just a couple of blue viruses, and there we go.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, Leviticus
had to deal with a very big chain of double reds there, unfortunately.
Leviticus already down to 44 viruses here as Frank's struggling to get out of one. Just absolutely brutal RNG out at 5 flat. But Leviticus right now holding on to a 12 virus lead.
It's looking good right now for Leviticus. He's having to deal with a little bit of garbage there in column 7. But he's got it. I was going to say it could have done some setup for a double play, but that would have involved a lot more work than it needed to. So a good idea to just kind of go for a bit of a cleanup effort there.
And he's just maintaining small clears, minimal drop time. Really good stuff here is he's still maintaining that dozen or so virus lead over the 1 seed. Meanwhile, looking at Frank's board, Frank's got a lot of minimal drop opportunities, as we saw that T clear. Really starting to work on some great horizontal clears to get that center of the board opened up. He is down to 29, trying to catch up, but Leviticus right now really starting to surge here, looking to get some red help, and it looks like he's going to start getting it, John.
Yeah, it shows you how even if Frank is behind, he has the ways to just try and bring it back very quickly, and that's exactly what he's doing, going for very nice combos, just short bursts that take out lots of viruses at once, and yeah, he's just bringing it as close as possible. But Leviticus right now trying to open up the board. Almost everything is now on reach, so he should be out very quickly as long as RNG permits it.
And a really, really smooth endgame here. I really like this setup from Leviticus as he's going to drop down for an L here, down to his final 3. Leviticus now down to his last 2 as it's single digits now for Frank, and a lot of easy clears here as Frank is going to be down to 5, but Leviticus out at 654. He is now on the farther side of this level block as he's got 2 levels to go at 7 minutes.
Yeah, it looks like Frank is having a little trouble there with that last blue virus. He's got a bit of an overhang of red. Well, that was a bit of a fortunate double blue. He's going to be out at 708. Looking at about an 8 virus deficit right now as we go into level 13, the penultimate level in this game.
And Leviticus is maintaining just a really good pace here. He's maintaining a double-digit virus lead, trying to get some more action going here as he's going to just send some garbage down and try to keep a consistent top line. He's having trouble maintaining blue as Frank now trying to narrow that lead. He's now down to a 6 virus gap against the 5 seed.
Yeah, Frank having a much more diverse top line. I think he's going to open up there some yellow. Perfect. Yeah, that's what you want to have, some access to almost everything. Meanwhile, Leviticus, also has now opened up on that left side some yellow, but that's basically everything that's on that left side. Everything is pretty much cramped on the right.
Leviticus looks like he could start to surge here, though. Had an opportunity for a triple, didn't take it. I think he's just trying to maintain top line diversity here, and that's exactly what he's doing as he clears out a double. It's a 2 virus lead right now for Leviticus as he's dropping down a little bit more. He's got that horizontal clear. He does take that opportunity down to 13 to 15. Board health pretty similar for both players, Ethan. Looks like might be slightly more advantageous for Frank.
Yeah, Frank. Oh, a bit of a misdrop there from Leviticus. He looked like he was going for a turn, but just missed it at the last second. But he's still getting some virus combinations. I think he's going to try to go for a T clear with this red set. Yes, that's exactly what he's going for. Just needs the right piece to pop in. He had it, didn't go for it. Now he's got it. Gets the combo. He's down to 5, but Frank is going to be out at 901.
Frank's going to hit that final level first. That means Leviticus really needs to start cruising here.
Yeah, Frank's already in a very good position. Leviticus has to really start to tone up the aggression here, but he's going to get a combo and gets out at 921.
So it is a 9 virus advantage right now for Frank as we go into the final level. Leviticus has been holding the lead most of this first game, so he really wants to maintain that pressure. But he's really got to start going to work here, John.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, Frank is where he excels. This very compact board where he can just maneuver and get lots of horizontals. That's exactly what Frank can do. And also he can see pretty much what's below the top line and try and work with that even if the RNG is not too favorable. But Leviticus not doing a bad job bringing down his top line as well.
30 to 48 here. It looks like Frank's starting to run away with this. As Leviticus really not getting the RNG he needs to really start making an effort on this level. He's really stuck with that tree of red garbage off on that right side, Ethan.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad setup right now, unfortunately. Looks like he's trying to put something together to recover it. He just got rid of that red set. He looks like, yeah, he's going to horizontal clear that blue. Oh,
and he misdropped.
Leviticus. Oh, I think the pressure might be starting to get to him a little bit.
Yeah, we've seen this before.
Now it's a 30 virus lead for Frank.
When you know that Frank's creeping up on you like that, you really just can't really let the other player affect like how your play style is. Like, you should be playing aggressively, of course, but you can't get tilted over the top player catching up like that. That's why he's the top seed. But it looks like Frank's going to be out at 11:05
from Frank.
Leviticus had just a very, very good run. It was these late levels that did him in, especially this 14. This 14 is not been going well for
it was a very
Leviticus.
Unfortunate set of RNG there for Leviticus there. But Frank will take game number 1. It takes 3 games to make it to the finals. And I think Leviticus might just go ahead and finish this off. Pretty clean board to finish off the level at the very.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that'll be a 12-10 for Leviticus.
It's just about a shade over a minute behind Frank there in terms of pacing, but not a bad first game for either player. And as we said, it takes 3 games to win the match. Having one will definitely give you some momentum, but it can easily sway up in the next game.
Yeah, it's basically just having the stamina, because playing 5 levels in a row and try to keep the same energy and amount of just speed, putting everything in the board. I mean, it takes a toll, even if it's just the first game. But you have to just hold on.
And we have readies from both players. So we're going to get started here on this second match. 99% of our channel points in our prediction for this is who wins this match. 46,800 channel points on Frank, 600 on Leviticus. So Floyd and one other person will be looking to see a Leviticus upset. As we get started here, both players off to a very quick start. Leviticus playing very smartly on those horizontal plays early.
Yeah, very good opening start there for Leviticus, playing a nice clean board. Having to deal with a little bit of yellow garbage there, but again, nothing that can't be easily fixed.
And
he's got it set up for horizontal, and he gets it!
And having that garbage between those 2 separate colors is great, because you can be flexible with how you want to manage that garbage. You're not depending on a single pill here.
Yeah, you have to have those options.
With yellows.
As we hit the minute mark here, it looks like Frank has a slight lead as Leviticus is trying to get something going here. It looks like he's struggling with some early garbage in this 10th level.
Yeah, that right side is looking pretty interesting. But I mean, that's only a couple viruses that are on the corner there. So Leviticus probably is going to just forget about it for a moment, try and clear the rest of the board, and then come back to that.
7 viruses to go for Frank here as he is going through 10. The record for 10, by the way, as I'm sure you're wondering, is 1 minute and 18 seconds. So Frank not going to beat that, but looking very good here. As Frank out at 1 minute 40, 100 seconds.
Wow, very nicely done. Leviticus playing a nice tight board though. Gonna get a nice bit of a surge here as he gets into the final few viruses of level 10. It's gonna be all blues from here on out though. Waiting, just waiting for those pieces to come in.
It's always blue that will choke you in this game. Really, that's what we've seen.
The Leviticus going to be at a 222. And Frank's running into issues with limited yellow access right now as Leviticus getting started here. Getting just an absolutely horrible red surge. But it looks like he might be trying to get a horizontal play here, getting a nice T drop as well, and fixing that board up very quickly. But Leviticus down by 18 viruses here as we hit 3 minutes, John.
Yeah, I mean, getting a red surge there when you don't have much red to play with, of course, it's going to just get you completely choked there and at the beginning of a board. But Leviticus trying to play creatively at this point, while Frank is just trying to open up this disadvantage that he has, and he's gonna get there a beautiful T there just to clean up all the red that was just left.
Frank is busting this one open for sure, as Leviticus is just creating some combos just to keep his top line clean. Down to 29 viruses here. He's struggling. Really, he needs a surge as Frank down to his final 3 viruses.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good for Frank. Just needs to. Looks like he's going to go for a horizontal clear for the yellow. Good way to go. Great use of RNG there.
Frank out at 339.
Leviticus having a bit of an open board, creating a little bit of space. Not really what you're wanting to do because you're going to have to deal with a little bit of a drop time. But about 16 to go for him. While Frank is already starting up on a few combos. He's already got a bunch of things set up right now. Oh, might have been a bit of a misdrop there from Frank.
Definitely a misdrop there by Frank. And having that high up on high speed is always terrifying, but it looks like he's managed to fix it just a little bit here as he's got 42 viruses to go here. Leviticus down to his last few viruses as well here at the 4.5 minute mark. Just needs a couple of reds. We'll take a look over at his board, see him do that, and get him out at about a 441.
Yeah, trading by quite a bit there.
Looks of things, he's about 20 viruses behind right now, so it's definitely still possible for him to make. If he can get a good surge, Leviticus can still get back in this game.
And he's actually off to a very hot start here on level 12, as he's not have access to a lot of blue here, but he is trying to get some stuff to drop down and has every pill combination accessible to him if he needs it here. As we hit 5 minutes, it's an 18 virus lead for Frank. As Frank trying to open up that right side here. Meanwhile, Leviticus keeping a very, very clean board and just getting stuff off of his board.
But Leviticus is getting kind of a red top line, so he's going to want to address that as soon as possible. Otherwise, that's going to just paralyze the whole board.
Yeah, looks like he's starting to work on that a little bit. Having to deal
double
with
red is incredibly fortuitous.
That's a good way to clear up a little.
Just going to be that right side at quite high. It's going to take some drop time unless he gets the right pills. But he has the time for it. He can just work on other parts of the board right now, and then as he gets the right pills, then just drop them there.
Frank is going to be out at 6 minutes and 8 seconds, 6 minutes and 9 seconds, as he's on the penultimate level here, trying to establish a 2-0 lead over the 5 seed. Leviticus, meanwhile, still trying to get some work done here. And has some really good stuff set up, getting a lot of 1-pill clears now. Excellent work here, as he's setting up for clears with every virus. You want to optimally clear that red, but you're going to have to suffer about 1.5 seconds of drop time. Just 2 reds to go for Leviticus.
Yeah, he just needs to get one more now. He'll get it. He's out at 6:53. He'll start at 6:55.
And he is about 15 viruses off the lead.
Yeah, 15 to 16 viruses, so it's still very doable for Leviticus to make a comeback. What a combo!
Huge combo. Big combo for Leviticus. That's what you need to boost that confidence right back up. He's now down just by 13 viruses, and it looks like he's starting to surge, Sean.
Yeah, but nonetheless, Frank is not letting go. He's also doing some combos, not to big ones like that one we saw from Leviticus, but little ones that just get rid from viruses here and there. But now suffering from access to yellow viruses at this point, and that's giving Leviticus a chance to try and bring it back.
Currently a 9-virus lead for Frank.
That red-yellow, a bit of an error there, but he's going to be able to get some chances to recover it.
Leviticus down to 24, Frank down to 12, as Frank starting to open that lead back up. But Leviticus has a lot of things set up, and he again is starting to surge, going for that horizontal clear. No red on that top line, not that big of a deal, as he's going to get a fat log up in rows 3 and 4, and now is really starting to set up for some huge successful moves. As we hit 8.5 minutes, it's 12-4, and if my calculations are right, we're seeing just some great combos here. Looked like that combo was ready to go. 1-5 right now. It's going to be Frank out at 8:35, but here comes Leviticus at the 8:46 mark. He is also close to putting this one away. So it's really going to come down to who can get through 14 the fastest. So right now we're just seeing just a head start, essentially, for Frank, as Leviticus out at 9 flat. So it's an 8-virus disadvantage right now for Leviticus on the final level.
It's 8 viruses.
It's only about an 8-virus difference right now. Leviticus has been closing the gap slowly but surely in these past few levels. It's very possible that he can overtake in this level if he can maintain that aggression.
Yeah, the only thing we have to take into account is that Leviticus is 7 seconds ahead of Frank's timer, so he needs to also just make take the advantage of that and just end before Frank, from what we're seeing on the screen.
It's currently a 12-virus advantage, as Leviticus just trying to get something going here, trying to maintain his pace that he needs to get maintaining. Boy, I'm so good at words today. 11 viruses to go, or 11 viruses between these two players still as we hit 10 minutes. It looks like Leviticus starting to just get garbage taken care of on that red heavy top line. Meanwhile, Frank down to single digits already, as he is just absolutely blasted through this level. 5 viruses to go. It looks like Frank's going to put this one away.
Yeah, Frank is on a fantastic surge here. Has everything open right now. Gonna get a nice combo. Needs 3 more reds. This is the part of the game where you wait. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Frank will finish at a 10:27.
Which is the 9th best time we have ever had in the semifinals. Great job there. But Leviticus not able to put that away despite getting very, very close.
Yeah, he got very close there. Got to about within a dozen viruses. Unfortunately, Frank just really went to town on 14 when Leviticus really needed him to slow down. But unfortunately, just could not keep pace with that massive aggression that Frank is known for.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, when it's a hot time, and I mean, it might not be on the top 5, but still, it's a good time from Frank. So yeah, having to face that always makes things much more difficult.
We are just waiting on readies from both players, I think.
Yeah, but our players have said ready.
So we are waiting for the start of this third game. Frank trying to sweep away Leviticus. Leviticus trying to hang on. And here comes Leviticus already out of the gates. And Frank has this double red. It's interesting to see where he goes with that. Going to tuck it in. I think that's the right play as these players both off. A slight opening lead to Leviticus as Leviticus having difficulty maintaining red on his top line, and it looks like a well starting to open in the middle of Frank's board.
Yeah, a bit of a well on his end. He's still maintaining a clean board, but that well's going to have to start getting addressed soon enough, especially with that 3 blue in column 4. It's going to start building up, and eventually going to have to deal with a bit of a long drop, just like that.
Both players have very, very well put together boards. We're about to see something. I thought we were going to see a huge T clear, but now there it is from Leviticus. He's down to 20, Frank down to 15. As we hit the first minute here, both players playing incredibly well.
Yeah, I think Leviticus, they're realizing that double red could be used much better somewhere else as the red-blue, which was a better fit for the combo. Was coming just right ahead. So good. Noticing that from Leviticus there. That's what you want to do. Always check on your next peel.
Both players at less than 5 viruses. It looks like Leviticus might be trying to get out of here first. Looks like he might be setting up a T. And he's going to get double red, and he'll be in first at a minute 45. But at a minute 42, Frank's out. So Frank has the lead by time, but the virus lead right now going to Leviticus.
Yeah, it's a good little observation there from Leviticus, going for the T combo instead of trying to go for two vertical plays. That's a great astute observation there,
and was rewarded for it with that double red, which really cements it home. That was the right call. Meanwhile, both players starting out very strongly. Frank not having a lot of yellow to work with on his top line. Meanwhile, Leviticus maintaining a pretty diverse top line as he's going to get a nice right angle combo and then an immediate 1-pill triple.
Those are always the best to see. Oh, such a great play.
Meanwhile, Frank now has a lot of limited access to red, working on that, trying to get some tuck plays here as both players have 20 viruses to go here on level 11 at right around the same time.
Yeah, Leviticus' board after those combos got a little bit choppy, but nothing that cannot be handled. I mean, the top line is mostly all the way down, so that's what you want. Only that traffic light on the left side that he's going to have to take care of one by one. But that yellow, I thought he was going to go underneath it.
It is 11-5 here as we're seeing Leviticus get incredibly creative trying to get out of this level 11, but Frank will be out at 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah, Frank again with a very fast performance there. Looking to... okay, I see what he's going for. We're here. Looked like it was an error, but no, he had that well planned out in advance. But Leviticus unfortunately having to deal with some drop times. This thing's looking good for him, though. If he can clear that blue first, then he just needs a couple of reds, and he'll be out. Looks like he'll be out at about 4:01.
But it looks like Frank's starting to run away with this, as it's an 18 virus advantage for the 1 seed. And not a great start for Leviticus either, as had some red that he really couldn't do anything with, John. But it looks like Leviticus trying to really pull through here and start strong on 12.
Yeah, even in spite of not having anywhere to play with that red, which of course is going to take time, Leviticus just creating there a spot to place those reds, which actually worked with the other colors. So that's good awareness there from Leviticus to just try and have anywhere to play those pills, even if they are not the best right now.
As we hit 5 minutes here, it's still a 17 virus advantage for the 1 seed. We're starting to see Leviticus open his board up, but again, having limited access to yellow, really slowing him down. Frank also with limited access to yellow, just has the 1 yellow left. Looks like his plan may be to start getting some horizontals cleared, and he will do exactly that. It actually does look like that his game plan here is to just combo out on that horizontal red.
Yep, everything is just set up to wait for that red, and there we go. This is the combo, and he gets out at 518.
Leviticus having a little bit of trouble with his. Looked like he was trying to go for a horizontal play with those top rows of reds. Just could not get anything going. Not sure what he's going for, but yeah, having a little bit of trouble here on 12.
All right, as we get to the middle of this round here, Frank has 40 viruses to go on level 13. Leviticus still trying to get through level 12 here. He's been struggling just a bit here on this second stage, or this middle stage here. Frank cruising along, though, has a little bit of garbage on the top of his board. Looks like he's got some good strategies to take care of that.
Yeah, he's got it all taken care of. Just needs to clear out some yellow garbage up top, then he'll get a nice combo. And it's, again, a very clean board for Frank. Leviticus in a good spot. Looks like he's going to get a combo there. He will. Now just needs to... Looks like he's going to have to go vertical for the rest of these pieces.
Yeah, but
a little bit of fortune there.
Yeah, but in any case, Leviticus just having the right pills, having places to go, and he gets out at 654 from level 12.
But it is a 40-plus margin right now for the 5 seed, as Frank's starting to run away with this. Really, you're just avoiding trying to get lapped at this point.
Yeah, that's pretty much the situation right now.
And it
looks like Frank's got a good thing set up here. Just gonna have a combo.
And psychologically, it's so rough for you to be in your elimination game here and just nothing is going right.
Yeah, it is an unfortunate situation that Leviticus does have. You're trying your best to try to get everything going perfectly, especially in a must-win game like this one, but everything's just not coming together.
This is where on my own streams I would be screaming everything is terrible.
I mean,
you would be screaming a lot more things, but there are things we cannot really say.
Yeah. We've got 46 viruses to go here as Frank is putting on a clinic. No medical jokes intended there. Ha ha ha. 20 viruses to go here for Leviticus on 13 as we hit 8.5 minutes or so. Leviticus playing just fine on here, getting great RNG, cooperative RNG, even as he's going to get a 1-drop triple. And Leviticus is going to be out of 13. He is not going to get lapped, fortunately, but it does look like he is going to get his 1 championship point for the month of May.
Yeah, at this point, Frank just showing his strength. Really, he's showing exactly why he's the top seed on the tournament.
And nice little tuck there from Leviticus.
A little moonwalk tuck from Leviticus. It looks like this blue top line, though, is really bringing down Frank. Just blue everywhere, and if there's not access to it, there's garbage on top of it. Leviticus out at 922.
Yeah, Frank's having a little bit of a yellow issue right now. He's had a lot of yellow-red pieces he just hasn't been able to use, and it's covering up that yellow set on the second row. Looks like that strategy will have to be he'll have to clear out the blues underneath it in order to do anything with it. So this will give Leviticus a chance to at least get close. There we go. He's got it.
Yeah, baby, he's got it.
Oh, now Frank's getting some more garbage there with red blue.
Great combo there by Frank, though.
Captured it into a combo. Very nice. Just needs one more blue.
And Frank at a 10-14, which is another hot time.
That is a top 5 time.
That is a top 5 time. Yep. So Frank playing just with absolute senses of urgency here, and there's not a whole lot you can do when there's a top 5 time posted from your opponent. But Leviticus will get swept here 3-0. But 1 championship point for Leviticus, and he's still firmly high in the standings, regardless of what happens today. He'll now be up to 5 championship points, which actually puts him in the 3 seed. Or it will put him down to the 4 seed, though, as this is, I believe, or no, it'll be next month. It'll be Frank's 3rd event. So for the time being, Leviticus getting that championship point. Frank will get at least 2 championship points, and we'll see if he can double that in the finals. But we've got to find out his opponent, and we'll be doing that in just a little bit here as we watch Leviticus finish up his run.
Yep, just needs one more blue, and he's got the right piece for it. He will finish at 1134.
Nothing. We're going to take just a quick 2-minute break, get set up for our next match. The 2 seed Savage Octagon versus the 3 seed Packy. That's coming at you right after this.